In late 2025, Ford's CEO admitted something you almost never hear from Detroit. They tore down Tesla and Chinese electric vehicles. And what they found was shocking. Not slightly better, not marginally ahead, structurally superior. This wasn't a trim-level comparison. It was a reality check. In late 2025, Ford's CEO admitted something you almost never hear from Detroit. They tore down Tesla and Chinese electric vehicles. And what they found was shocking. Not slightly better, not marginally ahead, structurally superior. This wasn't a trim-level comparison. It was a reality check. Ford CEO Jim Farley described the teardown process as humbling and brutal. Ford engineers dismantled the Tesla Model 3 and several Chinese EVs. They compared everything against Ford's own Ford Mustang Mach-E. The conclusion? Ford wasn't competing on the same level of efficiency. The Mach-E had roughly 1 mile more wiring than the Model 3. That's not cosmetic, that's structural. More wiring means more weight, more cost, more assembly time, more potential failure points. It added around 70 pounds of unnecessary mass, and about $200 in additional battery-related cost. Tesla designed its architecture from scratch to minimize this. Ford adapted legacy thinking. That difference shows up everywhere. The bigger gap wasn't just parts, it was philosophy. Tesla and Chinese EV makers use modular manufacturing systems, fewer parts, large structural castings, streamlined assembly steps. Ford was still operating largely under traditional automotive production logic, systems refined for internal combustion engines over 100 years. EVs reward simplicity. Legacy manufacturing rewards incremental layering. Tesla built a centralized electrical and software architecture, one cohesive system. Ford's early EVs were more like electric vehicles built using combustion-era design logic, distributed modules, layered components. Software integration is easier when the vehicle is conceived as a digital platform from day one. That's not marketing, that's engineering. Then came the Chinese manufacturers. Ford observed extreme component standardization. Same heat pumps across models, same motors, same subassemblies, that drives down tooling costs and increases supplier leverage. Ford's response was significant. They created a dedicated EV division focused solely on electric vehicles. They shifted toward radical cost reduction, simplifying wiring, reducing part count, solving structural engineering challenges. In short, Ford acknowledged that incremental improvement wasn't enough. The entire architecture needed rethinking. This wasn't about losing a quarter. It was about recognizing that the EV transition resets the rules. Legacy automakers optimized combustion for a century. Tesla and Chinese firms optimized electrification from zero. Different starting points, different design philosophies. The question now isn't whether Ford understands the gap. They do. The real question is whether legacy speed can match startup architecture, because in the EV race, efficiency is survival.